All Check allows anyone attending your church or event to text a keyword and easily check in. If someone is not already in your system, they can fill out a quick registration form and check in. So let's get started with the setup. First, let's ensure that you have the proper groups and classes set up in your database that you want to allow people to check into. To see a list of all your groups, go to Groups and Events, Browse. Your account is already populated with some default groups. Consider for just a moment which groups you want to track attendance for, and if you don't already have these groups, you'll need to create them. We recommend that you track attendance for worship attendees, youth, and any children's ministry classes and adult ministry classes or Bible studies. We have at least one of each of these groups set up for you unless they've been removed. We also have a great copy group tool, so you can add more groups similar to the ones that we've already got in your system. Just go to a group similar to the one that you want to create, such as a children's ministry group. Click the name of the group, then using the Edit button, click Copy Group. Just copy the group settings, and you'll see both of your groups here. Click on the group that you've created, then click the blue Edit button and Group Information, and change the name of the group to your new grade, such as second grade. Once you've finished editing any other information about the group, just click Save. Once you've created all the groups that you're going to use for check-in, we'll move on to the guest registration, which allows people who aren't already in your system to enter their basic information and check in as well. By default, we've placed 2 guest information groups in your account, one to collect adult information and the other to collect child information. First, let's take a look at the guest information form for children. Just click on the name of the group. Next, go to Registration, Settings. Here, you can make any edits that you'd like to the form, such as the form instructions, where you can add a logo at the top of the form and any other information that you want the registrant to see while filling out the form. Go ahead and scroll down the page and you'll see that we've already included some questions to ask on your form, such as first and last name, birth date, and grade in school. If you'd like to ask additional questions, just use the Registration Attributes drop-down menu and find the member or registration attribute that you'd like to include on your form. If you don't see a question that you'd like to ask in the drop-down menu, you can create your own custom registration attribute. Just be sure and save any settings that you've made before moving on to create your new question. To create a registration attribute, click the Customize Registration Attributes button. From here, click the Add New Attribute button. You'll be able to choose what type of question you want to ask, such as drop-down list, text field, or date field. The attribute name is the question that you want to ask on the form. Be sure and give it a description, then click Save. Once you've added the new registration attribute, go back into your group settings, scroll down to the bottom, use the drop-down menu to add the new question you created, then click Save. Now let's take a look at the guest information group where the adult information will be collected. This is actually the first form that your guest will see, so adult information is entered first, and if they have children, they'll be linked to the child form that we just set up. Go into the group and click Registration Settings, similar to how we did for the child information form. Again, you can edit the instructions that are shown at the top of the page. Then go ahead and scroll down and you can see that we've indicated registration completion options. Here is where we've indicated the guest information form for children after completing this form. The questions we've asked on this form are a bit different than those that we asked on the child form. Here, we're asking for first and last name, email, mobile, and then a couple of other custom questions that we created. You can add more questions or edit the existing questions by clicking Customize Registration Attributes, just like we did on the child form. When looking at the setup of the custom registration attributes, notice that we give you the option of using a response choice to auto-register the person into another group. For example, If I select that I'd like more information about adult small groups, I'll automatically be registered into the Interested in Adult Small Group, and the leader of this group would be notified. You can create additional groups to handle other response selections and then come back to this page and use the auto register feature on the remainder of your responses where it's appropriate. Auto registration is completely optional. So let's take a look at your guest information form as we have it set up now. Within the group, click Registration, Register. Here is where you'll see a sample of how your form looks, including the instructions at the top, any questions you've asked, and then the drop-down menu choices. If you're satisfied with your form, go ahead and go back to the home screen. Now it's time to ensure that the check-in settings are correct and connect the groups that we've created to the check-in and new family settings. From the home page, go to Check-in, Views and Settings. Click on the name of the check-in view that you'll be using, in this case, All Check. We already have defaults set up for you, but when using All Check and you want to allow for guest registration in addition to existing families checking in, you must be using registration-based check-in. So scroll down to section D and ensure that registration-based is selected. You'll want to choose a group in section D8 where your guest information will be held. In this case, we have guest information form. If your church uses a digital bulletin or newsletter, go ahead and scroll down to the bottom of the check-in settings and enter the URL of your digital bulletin or just your church website here. Then be sure to save your settings at the bottom of the page. While on the check-in views and settings page, let's be sure and link the groups that we're going to use during check-in to our check-in view. So just click the groups link to the right of your check-in view. Here, you'll see a listing of all the groups in your database. Just check the box for any group that you'd like to be available for check-in so that you allow the whole family to check into any group or worship service. Be sure to indicate whether you'd like security labels, just name tags, or no labels at all, such as in the case of youth groups. Once you've selected all your groups, be sure and hit Save. Also, while on the settings page, we would encourage you to set up an automatic startup schedule. We've already got one in here for you, but to edit any of these settings, just click the name of the startup schedule. Here, you can rename the printer station to an area in your church where parents should go to pick up their labels, and be sure to manually turn your printer on. The automatic startup schedule only starts the check-in feature, but this doesn't turn your printer on. If you're not printing labels, just enter the name of a print station, such as the check-in view. So for example, you could call this Sunday All Check. If you'd like to create additional days of the week for check-in to be available, just add a new schedule for each of the days and times. This is really helpful during summer camps or vacation Bible school. Please note that if you're testing All Check, add a startup schedule for the day of the week that you're testing so that check-in is open. That's it, you're ready to go with All Check now. So go ahead and give it a test by finding your text-to-church number and testing out All Check. If you need additional help, don't hesitate to give us a call at the support desk.